fans of the National Football League. Welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime. With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Wilson. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he gets past the 35 to about the 37. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
He'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Down and 1.
On the ground, it's Wilson. 1st down and more inside the 40.
19 yards. And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now, faking the give. Got his receiver early in cut. He's got it. They hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6. So Hopkins is the man in motion. And the Steelers are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. That is 1st touchdown this year.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
The PAT up and good. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his third year in the league.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. And if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
Here's a first carry for their running back. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Bills. First down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Buffalo.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Here's the run. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now this time, they'll look to throw. And they'll get about 5 yards closer, but now it is 3rd and goal.
6-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. McKenzie with the reception. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Completed number 0. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd
On
and
3rd down, they'll set up to throw. 11 yards on the pass there. That's a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one is caught by McKenzie. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's not going to get there. Wallop right at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Bills offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll look to throw. A toss left side, caught by his running back, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Gain of 7.
Now a give up the middle, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
15 yards on the play.
A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Buffalo.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Bills.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. Paris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. As we are ready to get back underway. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Buffalo.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Steelers 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations, because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. They'll take this forward for about 5. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Bills.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Handoff. The ball comes out. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. 2nd down, they need 7. Now, this looks like a design run. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Some pretty good speed coming off the line there, and it helped him disrupt that draw. Well, I don't even think disrupting is the right word. He flat out stopped the draw, handing them a loss.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on foot. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And all of these downs, they're all tied together. Decisions made on 1st and 2nd down are what led to that result on 3rd. They were forced into an obvious passing situation on 3rd and long, and this pass rush is able to just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback.
On comes the punter now, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Bills offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff running right.
A gain of 9 yards.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Bills.
Now they'll set up to throw. He finds Austin with the grab. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's in! Touchdown, Bills.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bills 21, Steelers 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 7. Here's a toss as they look to run. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Back at the 25-yard line.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. His throw left side is complete. And he's very close to a 1st down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Bills offense ready to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Whoa. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A run now on 2nd down. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First down. A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Buffalo.
He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
At the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
They'll look to throw again. This one grabbed by Austin. And he will have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range now at the 30.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, He's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Back to the air one more time. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw yet again. Quickly to the outside and complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Bills will send out the field goal unit. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hanson for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Chargers at home to take on the Rams in the Battle of Los Angeles. And here's the Rams wideout. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers at home to take on Washington. And this...
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This taken at the 5. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll run on the draw, and he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
A gain of of 9 yards. First down, Bills.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
At the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Here comes the jet sweep.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and it's not going to be a lot of game.
The Bills will send out the field goal unit. This one from 49. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bills will extend their third quarter lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Steelers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. A tight end in motion now. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
It is good. Next to score, Bills 27, Steelers 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Bills offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Bills first down. Back to throw. He's got it at the 7. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
First down.
A run on 1st and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. That touchdown, #1 for him on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point
He'll try to pick this up with a run. And he will get into the end zone and put the lead up by 2 more.
14.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. You can flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run with Wilson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
1-yard gain.
From the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
There's still a long way to go here, but in the second half, when you can defend this lead, man, pass rushers come to play. This is where you can close it out, pin your ears back, go get the quarterback, and after that last sack bringing up 4th down, this offense has to decide, is this a risk they're willing to take by staying on the field?
Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully.
At their own 11.
The Bills offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with him again. Up the sideline, past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the
It's a
ground.
gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That'll give on the ground, and that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Now, faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Off he goes. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. Throwing now from the gun. On the run to the right. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. The Bills will send out the field goal unit. This will be from 47 yards. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bills will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. McKenzie with the reception. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
He'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out to Wilson. And they won't let him get away. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll throw here on 3rd. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Steelers' first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert, on 4th and long. This one is caught by McKenzie. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop the throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 1st and 10.
That's another Steelers 1st down.
There's that man again. Another catch. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 20.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 7-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A run here with Wilson. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain. Nice job by the defense there, stopping him short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one.
That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Bills offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's looking like 4-0 might be in the cards. Looking to finish off a perfect September as they're going to start this drive. 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down. They'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
Gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Bills.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll try the right side this time. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
It is 3rd and long.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And they're not going to even sniff the 1st down line there. They'll get 5 yards, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
the 35-yard line.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
It's a gain of
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Steelers first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. They'll look to throw again. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone, and it's incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
It's now fourth down.
Here we go. One final play. A ball deep for the end zone. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? So a road win here for the Bills. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0.